Hi everybody, I am Dana, but I go by Nana. So I'm trying to make my very first video. I'd like to do a lot of different crafts. I'm a grandma of 10 grandchildren, and we like to have a lot of fun, and they like to make things. I like to make things. But I'm going to start this one off kind of different because right now, I'm having a fly problem. We have chickens. We live in a community, but we have chickens. So I always have troubles with making or keeping my fly traps emptied. They fill up really fast with the chickens around here. So I coming up with a different idea that I can try, and I think this is gonna work for me. I'll let you know later if it does. But this is what I always buy, and it's by Rescue. I love this brand. These guys are amazing. They have a lot of nice things. So this, it works great, but it's not working for me as far as that goes. And because it's for my chickens, I want to feed the chickens the flies, but I don't want to give them chemicals because I don't want that in meat birds or in layers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out because I cannot find this part, which is right here. I cannot find this all by itself. So I just bought a couple more. It's worth it to me, and I cut this out, and I got a 5-gallon bucket at my favorite hardware store, Home Depot. I like Ace also, they're awesome, but this one I bought at Home Depot. And I took the lid of it and I cut a hole in the back, and I just took a knife, a sharp knife that I reuse for when I need to cut things and make it hot. See? Like that. So put a hole in there, cut the hole out, and then before I cut the hole out though, I gotta take this and draw a line of the smallest part. So what I did was use the bottom part because it's smaller than the rim. So you just trace that out from the top, the smallest circle, and then cut it out. Then after that, I set it on here, and I cut it out while it's on the bucket. It's a lot easier, so do that. Then I take this, I love aquariums, and so I always have this on hand, which is something that if you make your own aquarium, which I'm going to do one day, get my own plexiglass and make my own aquarium, and it'll be lidless. But this is what they use to hold the aquariums together, the glass or the plexiglass. And it's silicone, but it's clean, and it's it's not gonna harm your fish. I use this for all kinds of stuff in my aquarium. Once it dries, it's fine. It's not gonna hurt your fish, but it's gotta dry first completely. But with this, it doesn't matter. So what I do is I take this, and where I cut, I take it and I squeeze it out. This is Aqueon. Sorry, I have trouble with that word. But it's Aqueon sealer. And so I'm just gonna squeeze it around carefully, not to make a big mess. Try to be neat with our staff. Onto the hole, like so. And then I'm gonna take the little thing of the outdoor fly trap, the main unit, and I'm gonna carefully slip this part down because I don't want that on here. I got a little bit on there, but I'm gonna carefully put it in like that. You have to just tip it a little bit, find where it goes in the easiest, and then press it that middle seal. That's the part. You don't want it on this part that goes up, of course, right? See? Okay, and then you're gonna make sure that everything's even. Like that. And press it on tightly. Then you take a little paper towel, wipe off any excess. That's gonna make it seal. Then I will take water, fill this up about, I don't know, a little less, probably an inch less than, or 2 inches less than a whole gallon, or than a whole half gallon. So under a half a gallon by about that much with water. And then you can, if you don't need this big, I think I don't even need this big, but this is all I got with the lids. You could get one that's like a 3 gallon. I think a 3 gallon would be perfect. Make sure you get the lids. And then you can use this. These are $3.19. That's what they advertised for. They were on sale. I think normally this is the big one, the big one, the max one. This is a little. So this is like those big jars that you get. They evaporate too fast for me. Way too fast. So, but they work awesome. That's the jar on the top if you want to go get one of these. This is the brand to get. I love this brand. Rescue Fly Trap Max refill for Rescue Fly Trap. And it works fast. But with this one, it's going to have some shrimp in it, not the chemicals. And it's going to be designated as my shrimp bucket, or as my chicken bucket for the flies. And then you just, if you have the same problem and you want this to feed some of your chickens, we'll see if they like it or not. If not, if they don't like it, then shoot, I'll go ahead and use this if they don't eat those flies that I catch. But if they do like it, then I have a designated chicken bucket. So I'll write chicken fly bucket. So here it is, all sealed on the bucket. Voila. And I have a handle too. So if you want, you could hang this. But mine's probably just going to be sitting on the ground. It'll be heavy enough with the water in it. I don't have to worry about it. So anyways, oh, so I forgot to tell you, if you don't use the chemical, if you don't want to use the chemical in it, just have a shrimp night and keep a couple of those shrimps out, throw them in the freezer, whatever, so you have them, and then you'll just throw them in that water. In a few days, it'll take longer than this, but in a few days, that thing will start to stink, that shrimp, and the flies will come like crazy. Give it a shot. If it's not smelly enough for them, add a couple more shrimp. But I don't know, for this bucket, I think I would add 4 shrimp. That should make it nice and stinky. And then I could probably just keep adding to it for a bit as I need. All right, I hope you liked this video, and follow me on YouTube. I'm gonna start trying to do this, so I'd appreciate it. Thank you all. Bye-bye.